"Your resume is impressive, but we already have someone with your exact qualifications," the interviewer said. Then my twin sister walked in. I hadn't seen Caroline in 5 years, not since the fight that ended our relationship, not since I moved across the country to escape her shadow. Now she stood in the doorway of a conference room in Seattle, wearing a blazer identical to mine, holding a coffee cup with the company logo I was trying to join. "What are you doing here?" I barely recognized my own voice. Caroline looked at the interviewer. "Can you give us a minute, David?" He nodded like this was expected, like he'd known this would happen. The door clicked shut behind him. "You work here." "I'm the head of product development. I've been for 3 years." 3 years. She'd been building a career here for 3 years while I was in Boston doing the exact same work. Same degree, same certifications, same specialization in user experience research. We'd always been mirrors of each other. "Did you know I applied?" "I flagged your resume." My hands clenched. Of course she did. "To make sure I didn't get hired? One more thing you could take from me? To make sure you got an interview." I stared at her. "What?" "I've been tracking your work for years. The app redesign you did for MedTech. The accessibility project at Clearview. You're brilliant, Jenna. You've always been brilliant. I wanted to bring you here." "You wanted to bring me here?" After everything that happened, Caroline sat down across from me. Same face I'd seen in mirrors my whole life. Same face I'd learned to hate because everyone else compared us constantly. "I know what you think. That I stole every opportunity you ever had. That I was always trying to beat you. Because you were. Stanford. The research grant. That job at Nexus. Every time I wanted something, you wanted it too. And you always won. Mom and Dad made us compete. You know that. They pitted us against each other from the moment we could walk. First steps, first words, first grades. Everything was a contest. And you loved winning. I loved being seen. There's a difference." She looked down at her hands. Same nervous habit I had. Twisting fingers when she didn't know what to say. "Do you know why I took the Nexus job? Because you couldn't let me have one thing for myself. Because they offered it to me first. They never planned to hire you. I found out after I accepted. They only interviewed you because they thought hiring twins would be a good story. Genius sisters joined tech startup. Except they only wanted one of us. They picked me because my GPA was 0.2 points higher. I remembered that rejection. How devastated I'd been. How I'd blamed Caroline for years. Why didn't you tell me? Because I was 24 and selfish and scared that if you knew, you'd hate me for taking it. So I said nothing and let you hate me anyway. Easier than admitting I'd won a competition you were never actually in. 5 years of silence. 5 years of believing my sister had actively destroyed my chances. The truth was uglier and simpler. She'd been a pawn too, just one who happened to land on top. Why bring me here now? Because I'm tired. Tired of winning things that feel empty. Tired of succeeding alone while my sister builds the same career 3,000 miles away. Tired of our parents' voice in my head saying one of us has to lose for the other to matter. She slid a folder across the table. Inside was a job offer. Senior research director. Salary higher than I'd expected. Start date whenever I wanted. "I don't want to compete with you anymore, Jenna. I want to work with you. Build something together instead of against each other. Show Mom and Dad that their system was broken and we don't have to live by it." I looked at the offer, at the salary, at the title that would make me her equal, not her subordinate. "You planned this." "I've been planning it for 2 years, since I got promoted high enough to make hiring decisions. Every time I got more power, I thought about using it to finally fix what they broke in us. What if I say no? Then you walk out and I lose my sister for another 5 years. Maybe forever this time, but at least you'll know I tried." I thought about Boston, the apartment with no one waiting, the career I'd built specifically to prove I didn't need her, the loneliness I'd pretended was independence. I thought about being 7 years old before the competition started. Caroline and I building blanket forts, finishing each other's sentences, promising we'd live together forever. We'd meant it then. "I have conditions. Name them. Separate offices, no comparing performance reviews, and you never tell Mom and Dad that we're working together. They don't get to take credit for a reunion they tried to prevent." Caroline smiled. Same smile I saw in mirrors, but different somehow. Softer. "Deal." I signed the offer that afternoon. We got dinner that night, talked until midnight about the 5 years we'd missed, the relationships that failed, the therapy we both needed, the parents we both stopped calling. She's still my boss, technically, but we don't feel like competitors anymore. We feel like what we should have been all along. Sisters who chose each other instead of letting someone else choose between us.